Former President Barack Obama is urging the Democratic Party to invest in younger candidates. Aha, there's an idea. If it wants to come out victorious in the 2026 midterm elections and eventually the 2028 presidential election. In an interview with YouTuber Brian Tyler Cohen that was published Saturday, the 64-year-old said part of the reason his old elections were so successful was because he was young at the time. This article is out of Politico. It's entitled Democrats' Struggles Could Be Partly Because They're Just Too Old, says Obama. This is an article written by Cheyenne M. Daniels and published on the 15th of February, today as of my reading at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. President Obama said, "I'm pretty healthy at 64, I feel great, but the truth is half of the references that my daughters make about social media, TikTok and such, I don't know who they're talking about. There's an element at some point you age out. You're not connected directly to the immediate struggles that folks are going through." Former President Joe Biden, who was Obama's vice president, was the oldest man to assume the presidency at the age of 78 in 2021. His decision to seek re-election in 2024 repeatedly drew concerns from voters who wondered how the octogenarian would be able to handle a second term in the White House. Well, we're seeing how an octogenarian can handle a second term in the White House right now. Nearly octogenarian. The fears were only amplified after the disastrous debate performance full of guffaws and losing his trains of thought. Obama, who had originally supported Biden in the election, went on to the campaign for Biden's younger replacement atop the ticket, then Vice President Kamala Harris, after Biden ended his campaign. Thank God, I begged him 9 million times to do so. Obama stated, "I am not making a hard and fast rule here, but I do think Democrats do well when we have candidates who are plugged into the moment, to the zeitgeist, to the times and the particular struggles that folks are thinking about as they look towards the future, rather than look backward towards the past." Obama also said he hopes to reinvigorate the civic muscles of Americans through his presidential center, particularly of young Americans. That spirit, that energy, it's out there if you can feel it, but it's bottled up, he said. We haven't given enough outlets for young people to figure out, how do I become a part of that? That's this enormous untapped power that we have to get back to. Obama stated in the interview that this administration and their enablers are behaving so badly, we shouldn't have trouble in the midterm. I guess his point is we have to look to our youth to look to our future. Like, subscribe, dislike, comment, and share.